What's up, YouTube? It's Detroit John. We're back here with another episode of JonTalks. Let's get straight into it today, guys. So I wanted to update you guys. I have been absent for too long. My aunt and my grandma did pass on. I am very blessed, though, guys. At the time, I did have with them two great women. But I'm blessed, again, just to, be alive, happy, healthy. And I'm happy that you guys are happy, healthy. And I'm happy to be back. So with that said, I want to talk about the Bulls, guys. A very interesting team. Sorry about the blowers in the back, but I've been covering this team, partially throughout the season, and I've been very concerned about their growth from the beginning of the season. I've been very interested about Patrick Williams, his comparisons to Kawhi Leonard. This whole team overall, I've seen potential that I think people cannot see. I think I was the one to point out that Zach LaVine is really more of a Klay Thompson-like player. Why the hell was he rated, in the 50s for that top 100? It's egregious things that are happening to such a storied franchise as the Bulls. I don't think you guys are getting the credit for whatever weird reason. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with the city, being a black city. That could be, all these things could factor in. We don't know, but I don't think you guys are getting necessarily the good credit that you guys deserve. So let's start with this. Number one, that I'm going to put this out there. Nikola Vucevic, his addition, because yes, I want to, and I want to say this. I meant to make this video, but I couldn't because you guys, we've been on a 6-game losing streak. I went to make the video. I couldn't. There's been no growth. There's been no winning. There's been no shooting. The defense has been pedestrian, and they were basically showing me the opposite of what I wanted to say, but that has changed in the last 2 games. That has really changed in the last 2 games to the point where I can say some different things in good faith to you guys. I can really see changes and growth in this team. And so, and it's for some reasons. It's for some particular reasons, and one main one, and that's with Nikola Vucevic. So that's where I want to start. His pick and roll with Zach LaVine has really shown to be just deadly. And I think, if not top 3, if not the best, a top 3 most deadly combination for pick and roll in the NBA already. And as they coalesce, it's probably going to be the best, because it's rare that you see 2 guys with the shooting ability that they both have. We've now seen that Nikola Vucevic has 40-foot 3-point range, can shoot from all levels, is just a knockdown catch and shoot guy, but can also create for himself, which creates another problem in the pick and roll. Can also put the ball on the floor and dribble it for a guy his size, which is very rare. And it's very just odd, this combination, which makes it so deadly. Once again, you have a guy like Zach LaVine who can also handle the ball at a high level for a guard, as well as a Klay Thompson like Steph Curry like range and shooter in Zach LaVine, which creates a whole host of other problems. So they're the most deadly pick and roll combination in the NBA already, and it's changed the dynamics in the direction of this team. I don't want to make this video long, but I gotta say this, guys, because this is the time that I think this team could be headed towards the playoffs. So tell me what you guys think. They were fighting for the 11th spot. Now they're fighting for the 9th with Indiana. They're headed in a totally different direction. I think that not only will they make the playoffs, but they could potentially make some noise in the playoffs. I don't know why people aren't talking about this necessarily, that this is a legitimate team. They're better than we think. Nikola Vucevic was better than we thought. I think he's a second-team All-NBA player type guy. He's more than an all-star. He's a second-team NBA player type guy. When you have the range that he has at his size, you don't get that. There might be 5 players in the NBA to his size that can do what he's doing right now, averaging 22 points, the 7, 8, 9 rebounds per game, the passing ability, the high IQ, just the presence that he has on the court, being an all-star next to Zach LaVine. It takes so much pressure. I can't emphasize it enough, the impact that he's had on this team. So it does take this team, I think, in my mind, from a 9th seed level team to more of a 7th, 6th seed type team, where they're going to make a lot of noise. You don't have pick and roll options like that in the league, or really power forwards and centers and shooting guards. This whole team is shooters, guys. Getting rid of Wendell Carter, it was hard, but now I see what they were doing. I see, yes, he has potential and he's going to be good somewhere else, but with Lauri Markkanen coming off the bench and scoring and being effective and being that Swiss Army knife and him really taking on that role, and Patrick Williams really being able to fall into that power forward next to Nikola Vucevic, it's working out. It's working out. And before I move any further, again, I don't want to make this too long. I want to say this. Why the hell wasn't Patrick Williams on the top 25 under 25? You have a player who is a Kawhi Leonard-like player, again, and we haven't seen a player like him in the last 3 draft classes at least. Shoot the ball, play defense. He should be completely untouchable on this team, and that's another thing I wanted to say. You know, not only should he be on the top 25 under 25, and it's just disrespect, but he's got to be untouchable. He's got to really be in that power forward role for the next 10 years because this guy is headed towards somewhere good, guys. And if you can at least get him to meet his defensive potential at that position and get him to take 4 to 5 more shots per game, I don't give a damn if you have to go 4 for 12. I don't care if you have to go 3 for 10 from 3, 3-4 nights a week. I don't care if that's what it takes. That's what I want to see out of him. So that's the direction I want him to move. And it's egregious for him not to be on the top 25. Just egregious once again. Keldon Johnson is on there, but Patrick Williams is not. I don't know if it has something to do with the city. It's just like a Detroit. But these are 2 storied franchises that just don't get good respect. But mainly I was surprised at Chicago because it's just not right, guys. It's not right. But I wanted to say that. Tell me what you guys think. Will they make the playoffs? Yes, they will make the playoffs. They absolutely make the playoffs. They're going to make some noise in the playoffs. Put some respect on these guys. And I think as they play well, they got off that losing streak, so they started to help their own case. They're going to show everybody, man, and they're going to surprise some people. This team is not going backwards, guys. They're only going forwards. And again, Zach LaVine is underrated. He's Klay Thompson. I'm still looking for somebody for Nikola Vucevic who I want to compare him to, but I'm thinking more of a skilled Tim Duncan-like player. A Tim Duncan-like, maybe a poor man's Tim Duncan, but a Tim Duncan-like effect, where you have a guy who is just can do it all on the offensive end as far as the post, the mid-range, but is now spreading you out, which Tim Duncan couldn't necessarily do, but he has that game in him. He really does. He really does. So tell me what you guys think. I'm glad to be back, and I'll be making more. I love you guys, and have a blessed day.